Coming up on the BGC podcast this week.
Date that Donald Trump is getting sentenced for his
Oh,
felonies.
hilarious. Like, it's not funny, but you have to laugh that the president of the United States is getting sentenced. Like, can you even, like...
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the BGC podcast via Zoom.
Good morning. We're via Zoom again.
We are, yes. It's trying to find times now, isn't it, Vic?
Yeah, now that you've got this 9 to 5 job, and then it won't even be that 9 to 5, and we're going to have to mix it up.
We are, but this works.
Oh, we're very with the times, very 2025.
Or very 2020.
Yeah, sure. That, oh God, triggered.
Should we run the title?
Absolutely.
Two friends.
Hi, I'm Laura.
Hi, I'm Vic.
One big gay chat.
From coming out,
Staying out,
and everything in between. Long-term relationships,
dating disasters.
quite possibly the most unreasonable icks.
The BGC podcast.
So, Vic, how's your week been?
Very good, my friend. Very good.
Good.
What have I done? Worked, obviously, because I
Yeah.
do have a job. Despite how much time I have off, I'm just starting 5 more days off. No annual leave.
You
just have
you
5
just
days off.
don't work, do you?
I mean, it's a great job. This is great. Great for me. It's great for my social life. Oh,
Yeah.
it's great.
You got much planned for the 5 days off?
Not a thing. Actually, that's a lie. I think I'm seeing you on Friday.
Yes, you are. Yes.
Seeing you and the other half on Friday. Thursday, don't know why I'm going backwards, but we're rolling with it. Thursday, I'm seeing my best friend and little baby Ella.
Aww.
Wednesday, nothing much. Tomorrow, that is. Not nothing much during
Yeah.
the day, but going for dinner and a comedy show in
Ooh.
Brighton. Yes,
Ooh.
thing. I haven't been to a comedy show for the longest, and I also haven't been to this restaurant that I've picked. But I hope the food's not shit,
Oh, no pressure.
because that's in it. That's a lot of pressure. Where you're like, oh, we should go there, and all your pals are like, that was shit, and you're like, yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, my bad.
About that. Yeah. I did some housework. I'm like, when like it's that Christmas after Christmas bit, you've put like the Christmas tree and stuff away. But I'm one of those where I'm like, right, if something doesn't have a place, I'm just going to shove it there for the time being and I'll come back to it.
Yep.
That's got a bit out of hand. So today I spent most of the afternoon spring cleaning as well as sorting bits out. I still have a fair bit to do because I
Right.
like to procrastinate. It's the ADHD. But it's looking really good. It's looking good. I'm
Yeah.
excited for it to be done.
We took
But
down
how-
our Christmas decorations. It
Oh,
looked
did
so
you?
bare. And we didn't even have a lot up, did we? But
No, I think your Christmas tree was quite striking, wasn't it?
Well,
Like it was
yes.
a very strong structure, very strong colours, like as in very well placed.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean?
yes,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was a good centerpiece.
But it just looks so bare in the living room now. I hate it.
Yeah, my gaff actually looks bigger because it's not very big anyway, the studio flat. But yeah, it actually looks bigger now, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
Quite nice. How was your week, mate?
Well, I started my new job.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving the people that I work with, which is the main thing for me. I've got to
Yeah.
like the people who I work with, and they're all lovely people. So,
No.
yeah. The thing is, though, my manager has been struck down with the flu.
No.
Yeah. Yeah,
Everyone's getting it, mate.
they are. He literally, in my first day, he was like, "Oh, I've got a bit of a sore throat." I was like, "That's how it started with me." I haven't seen him since because he's just been wiped out. But
No.
bless him, bless him. Apparently his first time off sick in 7 years.
Wow.
So it just goes to show how much of a shit this flu is.
Yeah, for sure. I've heard
COVID
loads
what?
of people. Yeah. Who? I've heard loads of people come down with it.
Mm,
Mental.
yeah,
Not
yeah, but
ideal.
yeah. So started my new job and just getting used to being in a regular 9 to 5 job at the moment, which
Nice.
is a bit of a shocker,
Yeah.
but it's working. It's working.
Yeah.
I'm getting used to
Once
it.
Once you're in the routine of it a bit, I think you'll, yeah,
Absolutely.
find it
Absolutely.
a bit easier. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Well, you know, but I forgot to share with the group. I got
Oh,
my lips done.
yes, you
Well,
did.
I got Botox put in my top lip.
Yeah,
What
you,
happened? I
you
haven't had
don't
any
look as
more
if
fillers.
you don't look as if you've gone through like 10 rounds with Mike Tyson this time.
I literally said to her, I was like, "Am I going to bruise again?" She was like, "No, no, no bruising this time." I was like, "Okay, cool," because I wasn't prepared for the bruise. Like, obviously, I had the 2 weeks off already. I was like, I just wasn't prepared for the bruising, and then obviously, what comes with the bruising, where people think you've been in a fight, and
Hmm.
they either look at you and hold on to their valuables tightly, or they're like, "Oh my God, can I get you some help?" Um, so yeah, I got that done, but you don't see the effects for 2 weeks, roughly.
Ah, and this is the lip
So
flip, isn't it? That you've
yeah,
had
so it
done.
just just goes across there, and then it like lifts it a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't really tell any difference at the moment, but
No, give it time.
hopefully, yeah, give it time. Give it time.
Get settle in, and she's going to be like, look at those luscious lips. Can't wait.
You femme.
I know, I know. New year, new me.
No, you were like this towards the end of last year.
Tried to get away with that then. No, you're right. You're right. But yeah,
Yes.
well, we've
I
had
th
great weeks then.
we have, but I do think we should mention the loss that the LGBTQIA
Oh
plus community had this week.
man, that was sad as fuck.
The sad loss of the Vivian, who was no age at all. 32.
Honestly,
It's nothing, is it?
I just can't believe it. Like you, when it's like when you're a bit like, oh no way, that's so sad. Like obviously, the loss of any life is so sad, but
Yeah.
when they're so young,
And I
like
don't I don't even
bro,
think I don't even think she was poorly. Like I think it was literally so sudden.
yeah.
And she had such a brilliant year last year, like being in like on stage, and then she was on the celebrity blankety blank on Boxing Day, and then
Mm-hmm.
just to hear that at last weekend was just shocking, absolutely shocking.
Yeah, yeah, 100.
Hmm.
100. I only saw it when you shared it on the podcast page on our story, and
Yeah,
I was like, "What?"
yeah,
And then that's all. Then that was it. That's all I saw everywhere, and I was like,
everywhere. And
like,
it's nice as well that it's not just people in the community that have shared their condolences. It's
mm,
other people as well. And it just goes to show how much of an impact she had for
yeah,
everyone, not just people
yeah,
within the community. So it definitely
yeah,
goes to show that, the Vivian was truly loved and
mm,
truly did make an impact in the short amount of time that she had within the public eye. Because
for
she won,
sure.
it was only 2019, was it 2019? She won the first series, didn't
It was
she,
the
of Drag
first one,
Race?
wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember absolutely loving the series that she was on.
Yeah.
Oh, her and Bag of Chips,
Yeah.
my
Much better.
absolute yeah, match better. Oh, my absolute faves, the both of
Yeah.
them. Like,
Yeah. So obviously
yeah, sad.
our heartfelt condolences and love goes out to anyone who was affected by this loss or, Vivian's family and friends. So
Yeah, man. Fucking hell. For
yeah,
sure.
I just hope
For
they
sure.
can get some closure and they can just be left to mourn in peace, which
For
I think,
sure. And that's the
yeah.
thing, I think, with like when you hear about celebrities or people in the public eye like passing,
Mm,
like you think, are you actually getting the time to process and grieve though, or are people just badgering you?
hmm.
Like, and I really do feel for the families and that because it's tough and they're going to get it from all angles, obviously, again, depending on the status of the person. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
are they going to get badgered by like the press and then like just like nosy people and then get trolled and
Mm,
it's a lot. Like grieving's a lot for anyone,
yeah.
but then when it's so public, like
Mm. People are going to
just
be speculating as well, aren't they? Because obviously where he was so young as well.
yeah, for
It's just going to
sure,
be
for sure.
speculation. It's just like just let the poor family just
Yeah, just let them have their time. Like,
yeah.
who are you? you're not like, no offense to everyone out there who feels like they should comment on it,
Yeah.
like, and have their say and get to know what happened. It's nothing to do with you, honey. You're not important. All right,
No. Yeah.
put the phone down. Get off of X. Go breathe in some fresh air and just be grateful that you are still living this
Yes.
life.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I can't stand people like that.
No. I think
Can't be told.
we'll leave that thought with the group.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ponder as you will. Reflect.
So we have got a big week this week. So the day that that this actually drops is the date that Donald Trump is getting sentenced for his felonies.
Oh, hilarious. Like, it's not funny, but you have to laugh that the president of the United States is getting sentenced. Like, can you even like,
See,
what world do we live in?
I'm not a betting person, but I would quite happily put a bet on and say it's all going to be brushed under the carpet.
Of course, how do you put the president of the United States in prison? You don't.
No,
Like, you don't.
like I don't
So,
belong here.
yeah,
I'm not a felon. No, you are.
yeah, actually, you are, because you committed some crimes, didn't you? I just can't with
Isn't
it.
it an
Like,
absolute joke? I'm sorry if you're American listener, but your country is a joke at the moment. It really is.
it is like, yeah, sorry, but your country's a laughing stock. Like, the majority of your country voted for a felon. Like, and it wasn't like this just came out of the blue. Like, he's done it before. Like, you know,
Hilarious.
leopards, yeah, leopards don't change their spots and all that. Like,
No.
fucking, and he's gonna be he is when does he come into
Oh,
power?
shall we have a look? Because I've got my laptop close, so I can have a little look whilst we
Please do.
chat. Right,
Because,
let's
yeah,
see.
I know it's obviously this year, but I wasn't
Yes,
sure what the date was.
Donald Trump inauguration. So he's getting sentenced on Friday,
Yeah.
and his inauguration is right. So you can't write this shit. So
Oh, here we go.
he's getting sentenced on Friday the 10th,
Yeah.
and then his inauguration is on Monday the 20th, 10 days later.
Wow.
So I wouldn't mind
Wow.
betting he gets 9 days in prison if
On
he
yeah,
gets that.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's so mental.
Mm,
Like, we just need to deep it for a hot second.
yeah,
The president of the future president of the United States of America, arguably the most powerful country in the world, is being sentenced on Friday,
yeah.
the day when this airs. I'm sorry. And people actively voted for him
Mm.
knowing that he breaks the law.
Where is the sense in that?
I just need to know it.
Yeah.
I just need to know whereabouts, like, what part of the brain, was it the frontal lobe? Was it some really dark bit of the back? What bit of the brain did
Mm,
people have triggering and tweaking and working away to think, yeah, it's a great shout, actually. Go us.
yeah. No.
Go us.
People are stupid. But if we go back to our November episode,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we actually put out, 'cause this is so great because I can actually look at stuff whilst we're actually talking. So
You look very official.
do I? Well, yeah,
Yeah.
so today, we we put out a short, and I can't remember what the short was. It was the female Trump supporters. Please educate us.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
and I
yes.
think there was like we were saying we don't understand why the female population of America would vote for Trump because we
Mm,
just don't understand. We just want just educate us, right?
for sure.
And we had a comment on that on YouTube.
Right.
So shout out to at Patrick Romeo
Right.
Um, he
Of
or
course, it's a man.
they, no, 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 you no, this
Oh,
is a good comment. So he,
oh,
they, I
look at
don't
me
want to,
assuming we're being trolled.
hmm no, no troll. Um, so Patrick said yes. He said, in particular, and some others, I imagine, would like to hear the reasoning of the vast majority of voters in Arizona who voted overwhelmingly, 67%, against the Trump facilitated abortion bans, and
Mm,
then proceeded to vote for the man who made them happen. 53%. Please explain how these opposing votes came from the same individuals.
for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because the voting for the abortion ban came in,
Hmm.
and obviously men were like, that this is my opinion, obviously. My opinion, I'm not here to trigger anyone, upset anybody, yada yada. But
You sound
like
like
that's
me.
I know we've switched. Um, and then like, sorry, the wives have probably been a bit like, oh, that's a bit like rah rah rah, or like females in their lives, and
Hmm.
they're like, okay, like we should vote against that because that's not right for the females. But
Hmm.
then it's come to their own vote, where obviously, cheap, what is it, cheaper fuel or something is
Something
promised
like
as
that.
well,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh yeah, I love that. Don't worry about the women. Don't worry that women are dying because they need an abortion. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But cheaper fuel because you're going to need to drive them to the fucking hospital in another fucking state or country to get fucking help. Is that where you've gone?
Oh my
Because if
God.
that's where you've gone, then fair enough. But if not, get in the bin.
I don't think they're clever enough
Probably
to
not,
think
is
that
it?
much in
Yeah,
depth.
obviously not if they're voting for a felon. But do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't, I don't,
No,
honestly.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But we shall see. So by the time, sorry, I saw another comment, which
Oh yeah,
I'm really shit at looking at these comments now. Someone said Donald Trump won by a landslide. We are in England. Nobody cares what we think. There's no blue states, only blue cities. Think about that.
interesting,
Fair, fair.
interesting.
Because there wasn't really any blue states, was there?
Mm-mm.
So yeah.
Interesting.
God, looking at me, looking at all these. I should have really done this before.
Is this what?
Someone's
How many comments we got?
quite a few for that one.
Oh,
Yeah, quite a few.
hilarious.
Someone said I don't think you're open-minded enough to listen. We are very open-minded. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have an opinion, but I'm not going to turn around and say that yours is wrong. I might
No,
not understand it, but I'm never going to turn around and say someone's opinion is wrong. I'll be like,
no,
okay, well then
you never know. They
explain
might
it.
change our minds.
Yep. I mean, doubted, but miracles can happen around this time of year. So
They can.
try us,
They
try
can.
us.
They can. So we shall see what happens on the Friday. So no doubt we will talk about it next week.
Oh, I'm so intrigued.
And then the next time the next episode's out, it'll be 3 days before he's inaugurated. So we can have some fun talking about that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I am very intrigued
Mm,
at what's going to be done on Friday.
absolutely.
That'll be the
Absolutely.
one day I watch the news.
Of the one and only time that Vic takes note of what's happening in the world.
For sure, for sure, for sure. It's just so depressing otherwise.
Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't
Like,
it?
yeah, call me naive if you like, but like things that I feel like I should know about and stuff, like I do read stuff and that. But otherwise, it's just, death and destruction. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
Like, I'm lucky enough to live in a place where I don't have to deal with that on a daily basis.
Yeah, yeah. I
Like,
think,
let me enjoy it, you know?
yeah, very true. Very true. If we were living in a bigger city, there'd be so much more shit going on, wouldn't there?
For sure, for
So
sure.
not a lot happens round where I live.
No, if anything.
If anything,
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
someone's bin got forgotten to get emptied, and that's the
yeah,
drama.
yeah, I hear you. Like, obviously, stuff does happen here, but like stuff happens everywhere.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I was to listen to it, I mean, I probably wouldn't, but there is always a risk of being that a person that like never leaves the house. It's like, no, I'm so good. I'll never leave,
I
you know?
think, there has been times where there has been stuff that's happened in the news, and it has scared me to leave the house.
Yeah.
Really has. Especially during the time where there was, when it was the pandemic. It
Mm,
wasn't just the pandemic. The pandemic didn't scare me. It made me very wary, but it didn't scare me. But there were other things happening within the news. Don't want to mention anything because I don't want to trigger anyone. But there was a
mm,
particular news story about women being
mm,
in danger. And
mm,
obviously, I was delivering at that time and I was out on my own. And it
mm,
really did scare me. And especially delivering at night. And some of the
mm,
places where I delivered
mm.
weren't, they're not horrendous, but I didn't feel comfortable delivering
I
around
think
there in the evening.
I think nearly every woman in the country,
Hmm.
if you're talking about what I think you're talking about, every woman in the country would have felt what you were feeling.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
definitely.
100. It was a shocking time.
Hmm.
Um, and I mean, I could talk about again, I don't want to trigger anyone. So if you are not a fan of talking about violence, then be warned.
I don't think
But I think
anyone's a fan of talking about
no, but
violence.
I mean, if you can't talk about it, obviously I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of it. But
No.
I think like violence against women, as it's already proven, it's on the rise. There's been a
Hmm.
state of emergency declared in the UK in regards to domestic violence against women.
Mm.
Like it's at an all-time high.
Hmm.
Like we women die at the hands of men more often than they should.
Yeah.
Like they're not dying of natural causes how every human deserves to die. Like
No.
yeah, you deserve to live your life, and you shouldn't be taken from here early. And it's
No.
usually males that they know.
Yeah,
Why?
which is
And
shocking, isn't it?
like they're just yeah. I think I could talk about it all fucking night. I'm not going to.
No, I'm hungry. I haven't had my dinner yet. I just got home from work.
Yeah, yeah.
No
But I
offense.
think no, no, no. I think it's so important.
Mm,
Um, the feelings of fear and anxiety and stuff like that are all completely natural and is shared across the
hmm.
country with women. Um, and I want to know what's being done to change it. Like, what are we doing to tackle it other than Clare's law? But even that doesn't stop. That's been around for fucking years, and
Hmm.
that's not stopping anything.
Mm-mm.
Like, honestly,
Yeah, it's
choose
crazy,
the
isn't it?
bear, ladies. Choose the bear.
Choose the bear.
Oh, have you not seen that online?
No, what's that?
Oh,
Pudsey.
it's no, it's that women saying they would rather a grizzly bear than a man. They would if they had to choose between a grizzly bear, like walking through the forest, and having a grizzly bear or a man, they would choose
Yeah.
the bear.
Oh, bears are cute though, aren't they? Well, they
Sure,
might. Yeah, little
I'd
baby
be
bear.
cute.
No, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I've seen a lot online where there's like videos of like women filming men harassing them, and it just says, I choose the bear," and I'm just like, yeah, for sure. Like,
Yeah. Sad, isn't it?
yeah,
Hopefully 2025 we can start to make a change. We're not going to be able to change anything like that, but hopefully
no,
2025, will be the year that women's safety, because that's
mm.
effectively what it is, women's safety is taken more seriously and there is a change towards it.
Yeah. Well, there's a march happening beginning of this year in different cities. Our one is on the 18th of February, I believe,
Right.
and it is a march for women.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah, and they're across loads and loads and loads of cities. Let me try and. Do you want me to try and find out what it's called? Seeing as
Yeah.
I'm talking about it,
Or
let
I
me come off.
could. Do you want me to do
Oh
this so that because we might lose you, mightn't we?
yeah, that's true. Yeah, on the 18th of February, Brighton, UK Women's March or something.
18th of February, UK Women's March.
The 18th of February? Was it 18th of January? No, I think it might be February.
January the 18th. Hang
Oh, was
on.
it January?
Yes. Yes. So in the day that this goes live, so in 8 days, um,
The 18th of February in Brighton. Sorry, the 18th of January.
I think so, yeah, 18th of January. The UK
Oh,
Women's March is taking place in various cities.
yeah.
I don't know why I'm looking at this one. It says Plymouth. I'm nowhere near Plymouth.
Yeah, that's the one. I thought it was Feb. I'm glad we
Yeah.
checked that.
Yeah, 18th of January. On the 18th of January, 2025, in 20 plus towns and cities across the UK are coming together to march in support of women and women's issues.
Hmm.
Should be able to find cities, Women's March, 18th Jan 2025. Okay, these are where they're happening. So if any of our listeners would like to get involved, they are happening in London, Birmingham, Bournemouth, Brighton, Bristol, Canterbury, Cambridge, Cardiff, Edinburgh, Exeter, Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, Middlesbrough, Newcastle, Northampton, Nottingham, Sheffield, and elsewhere. I think they got bored of listing them. But
I
if you're
think
in
they
any of
add more
those,
cities, the more traction they get in other places, they add more cities.
right? Yeah, that's interesting.
Mm.
I might see if I can have that as a day off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
We should go.
Um, we should. I'm 100% going.
Yeah.
I need to make a sign, but I don't know what to put on it.
Ooh. Maybe anyone that's got an idea for a sign for Vic, comment down below. Let us know, and she'll make it.
Please. Yeah. God. Maybe she'll make it.
Yeah. If on that day, I will remind you because it is in like 11 days' time, and you will forget.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that day, post some videos on our socials of the
Yes, I
march.
will. I will.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
will.
Talking of news and what's been going on in the news, recently, obviously, we've had all this snow.
Yeah.
How has that affected you at work?
Do you know what? To be fair, it didn't affect us too much. We had very much prepared for it.
Yeah.
We knew it was coming, and we thought, well, we prepare, and if we don't, if it doesn't come, then it doesn't come. But if it does, then we're like sort of ready. There
Mm.
was a couple of flights that got cancelled for other reasons,
Oh,
which is
okay.
strange.
Right.
Um, like airline crews going out of hours, obviously they can only fly for a certain amount of time. And if there
Ah,
are delays coming in, like if they don't make the first landing, that obviously causes delays, yada yada. So
yeah.
yeah, it was a couple of yeah, but nothing like it didn't affect us majorly, thank goodness.
Nah.
I was working, it looked beautiful to be honest.
Did it? We didn't get any
Yeah, it
snow
looked
down
really
here.
pretty. We don't really by the coast though. Like even though you're not that by the coast, but
No.
sort of south way, we don't really get it.
No. Although we are meant to be having snow tonight,
Yeah, also tomorrow as
apparently.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
hopefully
true.
we might get a little bit of snow, but hopefully I can get to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
There is
Yes.
there's that.
Okay. I don't really have anything else to say, Vic.
What
Nothing
else were
else
we going to
really to talk
talk
about.
about?
I think that's all we were going to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. I have an ick that I'm really, really fucking passionate about. If we could get onto that.
Okay. Okay. This is Vic saying I want to say my ick now.
Honestly, because it's been building up for quite some time.
Okay. Go for it. What is your ick?
Well, let's have the thing. Fix, X. Great.
There we go. That's
So,
staying in.
of course it is. Of course it is.
It's
So
time
my
for Vic's
thing.
Icks.
So my thing is
Mm.
right. So I'm on TikTok. Let me just grab whatever's here. I'm on TikTok, right? And a couple of like product people come up, like doing their makeup and whatever. I don't know why. Just happens. Sometimes I think, oh, great makeup, and I like it. Like I don't know if it's like a character or whatever. Tell me why we're doing this.
Isle of Paradise.
No, 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 no.
No.
Forget this. It's not about the bottle, right? It's not
Right.
about the bottle.
All right.
It's the putting your hand behind it. What's wrong with doing that?
Because your camera then focuses on your face and not on the bottle.
But you can still see it.
No, you can't. I can right now, but if you've got like a super duper camera, this is the real reason. And you, oh God, I almost picked some up then that I didn't want to show. Um,
It's definitely frozen. I don't know if this is working.
yeah, you frozen. Have I frozen?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh,
Oh no,
you're
there we go.
back.
You're back now.
You're back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh shit.
I've just got a random battery. Don't ask me why.
Right.
So it's going to focus mainly on my face. Whereas if
Right.
I do that, then it definitely focuses on the battery and doesn't focus on my face.
Find it really annoying.
I mean, it's annoying as hell, but that is why
Like,
they do it.
and when they're like, tap it.
Oh, that's ASMR.
Like, which usually I'm fine with. But it's the whole thing. It's this. It's this. This gets my back up, and then it's the whole. It's overstimulating. It's overstimulating. That's what I'm putting it down to. It's overstimulating. I don't understand. Oh, I get it. Do you know what? Thank you for giving me a reason. I
That's
just
all
still
right.
think it's an ick. I still think it's an ick. What are we doing? Stop that.
Just do the thing where you hold the thing up and just do this.
Yeah,
That'd be the easiest thing to do. Just move your
lean
face.
out of, just lean out of frame.
There you go.
Listen, I can see how that's maybe not as professional as holding your hand up, but I really do think it's an option we should all start to explore.
Okay.
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 Noted.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah.
There was something that I sent you a few weeks ago, and I forgot to mention it in the podcast the other day.
Yes, you
And
did, and I
it
remember what it.
and I was like, I need to mention this in the podcast because it is a very funny meme.
Mm.
It was, God, we talk a lot. Right. And I 100% agree with this. It says, do people who put up wind chimes realize that other people hate the sound of wind chimes?
Ah,
I cannot stand this. Wind chimes annoy the living shit out of me.
yeah,
And you
there
get,
are a lot.
yeah, and you get these. And do you always find, right, the people that have wind chimes, they don't just have one. Oh no,
No.
they've got a whole orchestra.
Yeah, they do.
I hate them. I hate them. And I
Yeah,
don't think
no, they
people
are.
think about others when they put one up because it's fucking
No,
annoying.
yeah, you're not
Yeah.
wrong. You're not wrong.
So that was my ick.
No, it's a good one, mate. It's
Yeah.
a good one.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll put that on the list for sure.
So I think it's time to wrap it up
Roger that, mate.
because I can smell my dinner wafting up.
Oh yeah, what you
Yeah.
having?
Lasagna.
Oh,
Yeah. Lasagna with broccoli
nice.
and garlic bread.
Oh yeah, that'd be lovely.
Yeah. Yeah.
I should probably decide what I'm gonna. I got my started my Hello Fresh.
Oh, yeah, you sent
There
me a
are
little
other things.
code.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Those who got codes, I fuck with you. No joke. If I didn't, I just ran out.
HelloFresh is good. There are other meal
Yeah,
subscriptions, but
there are.
HelloFresh is the best. I mean,
Yeah,
if
I
they want
think so.
to, if they want to sponsor us,
We'll see. Maybe we'll have to tag them
yeah,
everywhere.
we will. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are good. They are good, and it's perfect amount as well, isn't it?
for sure. Because I can't be asked to measure stuff out. Listen, I don't make myself out to be a cook in any way, shape, or form. But HelloFresh, I can cook, and I come across as though I know what I'm doing. So that's the main thing.
Winning.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's end this here. Do you want to do the spiel or shall I?
No, do you know what? I'll give it a go.
Go on then. Take it away.
So you can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook, and YouTube.
Yes.
If you happen to watch us on YouTube, you feel free to give it a little like and subscribe because it's free.
It is.
And we will like it if you do that. If you want to send us an email, nearly forgot the email. If you want to send us an email, it is thebgcpod@gmail.com. Done.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
that's the spiel, right?
that's pretty much the spill. We do also have merch, but
Oh yeah.
I'll link that down below. And also, you may have noticed the last episode we actually had video on Spotify.
Oh, great.
So yeah, so now you can watch the episode on Spotify, but you can also watch it on YouTube or just listen to it as a podcast as you will. So
Yeah, whatever
yes,
you like.
whatever way you like. We're here every Friday. So
Every Friday.
until next Friday, bright and early, and we will be speaking about Trump and his sentencing.
Yes.
I've been
Yes.
Laura,
I've been Vic.
and we will see you soon.
Be seeing you.